What are the reflections on that?
I thought we played really well, second half especially. I thought that it took us a while to get going. I didn't think we fully committed in the first half as we did in the second. Just said to the lads there, I'd never like to change shape. We had to change shape today to kind of match them up, which I don't like doing that. I like to think of us as doing what we do, and we don't ever change from that. And 9 times out of 10, when we play teams and play in a certain way, they change against us normally. So we found it hard. We didn't fully commit to the press. There was times when we did, and when we did, we won it high up the pitch. And when we didn't, they kind of played through us too easily for my liking. So we just changed a little bit at half time and matched them up. And was a little more aggressive with our press, and felt that we played a lot better in the second half from that.
What sort of makes the difference with the press? Because I guess you need to be sort of coordinated, don't you?
Yeah, they play a box, so they play with 2 kind of number 4s, what I call them, 2 number 10s. So whatever side of the ball, whatever side of the pitch the ball is, we're going to press that side and keep kind of the opposite number 10 away. But if you don't fully commit to it, they'll find a pass through to him, and it happened a few times where we half pressed, then they found a ball through to the opposite 10, and then they hurt us from there. So like I say, we matched them up by moving bodies around a little bit, and it kind of stopped that from happening, and I felt we were a lot more dominant in the second half.
Did you go a bit more subconsciously kind of early ball or ball down the sides in the second half?
No, not really. I thought we were still very good possession-wise. I don't think we played direct. I thought that we played in fact, I thought we played probably more football in the second half because we had people positioned better. And I thought we created some good chances in that second half.
Who's pushed their case for Saturday, do you think?
Well, there's a few that have... Look, listen, there's a few that are coming back from injury, so we got to be mindful of that. But now there's a few that done well for him. I'm not going to name names now. I don't think that'd be fair. But I'm really pleased we won a 2.
What did you sort of make of Rushden given the half an hour he had?
Like I've said before, he's an exciter and an igniter. You certainly saw that again tonight. I know he was only on the pitch for whatever it was, half an hour was it? And I thought he brought the game to life a little bit. He obviously got his goal as well from a high press. And he's going to be a very good football player for this football club.
I think he nearly scored with his first touch, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Now listen, like I say, he will get people on the edge of the seats, and he will excite the crowd, and he added that little bit of energy to the game.
And first minutes for Reece Devine as well. What's the initial impression of him?
Yeah, Reece has obviously been out for a while, so it was he actually done really well getting, I think, 80 minutes out of him. I thought it was a good performance from him. I felt that he was probably one that was a victim of not fully committing to kind of pressing high up the pitch, and also we have certain ways of rolling when we're in possession ourselves, a certain action where we have Ellis Iandolo will roll out and we want Reece to go high from there, and we didn't fully commit to that. But I've got to take into consideration he's not played for a long time, but I thought he did really well.
Are those some things that you perhaps don't always get just because it's a bit of a sort of side thrown together to give people minutes?
Yeah, possibly, but it shouldn't do because we do a lot of work on it on the training ground. Not just the players that play in the first team on a Saturday. Every player gets coached exactly the same. We work on the same actions, we work on the same movements, same rotations. It's just about fully committing to it. And tonight I didn't think we fully committed, especially in that first half.
And what did you get from Morgan Roberts, do you think?
I thought that he was quite lively. I thought it was a difficult game at times for him, but I thought he was quite lively. He kept going, he kept working hard, and he's got a bright future. He's one of them that's really lively. When the ball comes to him, he comes alive, and when he presses, he'll press with real intent. But I thought that it was kind of a difficult game, but I thought he'd done okay.
I think the maths will dictate you're sort of out of this now. I'd reflect on that. I mean, worse things happen at sea in one sense, but is it frustrating not to be able to get more games, perhaps for players on the edge of things?
Well, it's disappointing. We wanted to progress, obviously, through the competition, but it's been valuable for us in many ways because of players coming back from injury, players getting game time. Youngsters getting on the pitch as well. I think you found that throughout the games that we've played with, we've had some young players get on the pitch, which I think's been good. You saw Anton Dworzak tonight come on and done really well. Was very accomplished on the ball. Harvey Fox come on and done really well. So for that reason alone, it's very good as well. But no, disappointed to come out of it. We wanted to carry that on, but we can't do nothing about that now. We just got to concentrate kind of on the games coming up.
Have you had any more news on Angus MacDonald today?
No news as of yet.
So he's had the scan, but you're just waiting.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for the results on that. Yeah.
And I mean, how do you kind of take it? What do you sort of try and take from this into Saturday, if anything?
Well, listen, we'll assess. We'll look at who's going to be okay to play and to travel on Friday to Grimsby, and then we'll take it from there.
And just one last thing, we had a sort of conversation with Sandra Di Michele, and he's confirmed Jordan Lydon's not going to be offered a new deal. I mean, how do you reflect on that and Jordan and his time at the club? Jordan was
a really good player. I think that he had a hard time, obviously, through injuries, which is always difficult. But when he was fit, he was very good, a very good footballer, tenacious, could tackle, could run, could do kind of all the things that you'd want from a midfield player. We're quite loaded in that area, so it was probably the wrong time for him to come back fit. Unfortunately for him, we're not going to offer him anything, but I really wish him all the best. He's a great lad, and I wish him well.
Thanks for your time, Scott.
Thank you.